In today's video, Julian Alvarez reveals, why was Argentina unable to put the match against Switzerland away early? Scaloni's comments after the difficult victory over Switzerland. The Switzerland coach's comments about Messi and Argentina. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments about which national team is the favorite to win this World Cup. And if you are a soccer fan, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the latest news. Julian Alvarez reveals, why was Argentina unable to put the match against Switzerland away early? Argentine star Julian Alvarez expressed his immense joy after leading his national team into the semifinals of the 2026 World Cup following the thrilling 3-1 victory over Switzerland. The Argentina forward officially received the Player of the Match award after his brilliant performance on the field and after scoring the Albiceleste's crucial second goal in extra time, finally breaking through Switzerland's difficult defensive wall. In his statements after the final whistle, Alvarez said that reaching the Final Four of the World Cup represents a great source of pride for the group, noting that the team is now completely focused on the next stage as it continues dreaming of winning the world title. Here are the details of Alvarez's statements and the secret behind his goal against Switzerland. Julian Alvarez said during his appearance on beIN Sports, "We feel tremendous joy because we have officially qualified, and now we are among the 4 best national teams in the world. This is a great achievement that reflects the enormous effort made by everyone." The Albiceleste star then explained how the difficult match unfolded. "Without a doubt, we wanted to put the game away early, but Switzerland made things very difficult for us with its organized style. Even so, we kept fighting until the final moments, and we were able to score the goals and secure the victory." Regarding the play that produced his magnificent goal against Switzerland, the young forward explained, "I was looking for the opening the entire time. When I found the right space in front of goal, I decided to strike the ball immediately, without hesitating to surprise the goalkeeper." How does Julian Alvarez view the highly anticipated match against England? Alvarez addressed the upcoming semifinal by saying, "The match against England will be extremely difficult because they have a strong team and outstanding players in every position. But we have to focus only on ourselves and prepare well so that we can overcome this difficult test and reach the final." The Argentina coach's comments after the difficult victory over Switzerland. Argentina secured its place in the semifinals of the 2026 World Cup with enormous difficulty following its thrilling 3-1 victory over Switzerland, setting up a heated meeting with England in the next round. Despite the overflowing emotions and the huge celebrations over the qualification, head coach Lionel Scaloni maintained his usual composure and delivered a frank and forceful message to his players immediately after the match. Scaloni acknowledges the difficulty of facing Switzerland. Scaloni spoke with complete transparency in his post-match comments about the difficulties the Albiceleste faced at Arrowhead Stadium, saying, "The truth is that we suffered today. We knew perfectly well that they had a physically strong team, and we were unable to find our way out of several complicated situations during the game." The Argentine coach then demanded more from his players. "We have to be more clinical. We need to produce a better performance in the upcoming matches." A red card, the turning point of the match. The Argentine coach addressed the impact the red card had on the course of the game, admitting that luck had been on his team's side. "Luck was our ally tonight," he said, noting that Argentina regained its attacking momentum and found more space on the field from the moment Switzerland was reduced to 10 players. Scaloni considered the 72nd minute to be the true turning point for his team, when Swiss forward Brelin Bolo was sent off after receiving his second yellow card. The dismissal came following the intervention of video technology and the activation of the mistaken identity protocol. Referee João Pinheiro reversed his initial decision and canceled the yellow card he had mistakenly shown to Leandro Paredes, instead assigning it to the Swiss player and sending him off in a play that sparked widespread controversy, preparing for the semi-final against England. At the end of his remarks, Scaloni wanted to emphasize the importance of reaching another World Cup semi-final, but he quickly directed everyone's attention toward the next challenge and the difficult task ahead. Scaloni explained, "What we have achieved is historic. It does not matter whether we face England or Norway. In the end, we will be facing a great team with an excellent coach. Now we need to recover physically and mentally. That is the most important thing at this moment." Switzerland head coach Murat Yakin's comments about Messi and the defeat against Argentina. "I will begin with what hurts me the most. Then I will speak about what deserves respect. That is the proper order after a night like this, and that is what my conscience as a coach tells me to do." Embolo's second yellow card had absolutely no real justification. "We played with 10 men in a match in which we could have continued competing completely on equal terms against the defending champion. I do not understand how the referee and the video technology reached this conclusion together after reviewing the play. Had it simply been a mistake made by the referee in a split second, I would say that it was a very serious error, the kind of error that everyone in this sport has to live with. But for the technology to review the decision with all the available time and still reach the same conclusion makes me seriously question the usefulness of the review itself and the criteria being applied. The rule under which we were punished requires a serious and thorough review by those responsible for the laws of the game. A punishment of this magnitude, one that removes a player from a World Cup knockout match and completely disrupts the balance of the entire game, cannot be based on a subjective interpretation of the player's intentions. This is not a decision about a tangible fact that can be seen and analyzed. This is a decision about what the referee believes is going on inside the player's head and what he believes the player's internal intention was. That is extremely dangerous in a sport in which matches of this magnitude are decided and the dreams of entire nations are built upon them. Play should have continued without a foul and without a booking from the very beginning. That is my opinion, and I will state it with complete clarity and without hesitation, because my first duty is to defend my players, who gave every ounce of effort and determination they had on the field. But I am not going to hide behind this decision, nor am I going to turn it into an excuse for everything. Switzerland lost to a team that was better than us. That is the complete truth I have to state with absolute honesty, no matter how painful it may be. And now I will speak about the main reason behind this defeat: Messi. We prepared for this match for many weeks. We studied every small detail about him. We watched every match he played in this World Cup again and again. We designed meticulous plans to close down the spaces around him, prevent him from receiving the ball in the areas he prefers and where he is most dangerous, and make his task as difficult as possible at every moment. And in fact, we largely succeeded during certain periods of the match. But against a player of this exceptional level, ordinary success is never enough. You need absolute and complete success, and that is practically impossible against a man who finds a solution where no solution exists. The numbers this man has achieved speak for themselves in a way that goes beyond anything I could possibly say. He is the first player in World Cup history to surpass 20 goals and provide more than 10 assists in the tournament. He is the leading assist provider in the history of this historic competition with 10 assists. These are not ordinary numbers that can easily be surpassed. These are numbers that fundamentally redefine what we believe is possible in this sport, and he is accomplishing all of this at the age of 39. As a coach, I genuinely struggle to understand this through the logic of my profession. The human body follows laws that we all understand and deal with every day in training, and age imposes its natural limits on every athlete, no matter how great that athlete's natural talent may be. But Messi seems to operate completely outside those laws, as though a different set of standards applies only to him. What I especially noticed today, and what surprised me, is that he does not depend solely on scoring goals in the way most players in his position do. His ability to create goals is no less dangerous than his ability to score them himself. That makes planning against him a true nightmare for any coach. If you focus on preventing him from shooting and close off his angles toward goal, he will pass the ball and create an opportunity for a teammate. If you focus on intercepting his passes and monitoring his passing lanes, he will find his own way to score out of nothing. There is no complete solution against him. There are only attempts to reduce the damage and limit his impact as much as possible. My players fought with complete honor and did not give up for a single moment, especially after we were left at a numerical disadvantage under extremely difficult circumstances. We took the match into extra time against the defending champion despite all the difficult circumstances and the decision that weakened us. That is something they should genuinely be proud of, and I am proud of every one of them despite all the pain I feel while speaking to you now. Argentina is in the semifinals, and it fully deserves to be there. It has scored 17 goals in this tournament so far, more than it scored during the entire previous edition that it won. This is a team that plays with tremendous confidence and knows exactly what it wants. But the truth that everyone in the world of soccer understands is that this confidence comes from one man, a man who gives them the belief that anything is possible, no matter how difficult the situation may appear. I also think about the psychological side of facing a team that has a player with this kind of impact. Our players knew that Messi could immediately take advantage of even the smallest mistake. That constant awareness creates additional tension for 90 minutes and beyond. That same tension drains mental energy and makes mistakes more likely. It is a difficult cycle to escape when you are facing a player of this magnitude. I leave this match with completely contradictory emotions. I am angry about a decision that radically changed the course of the game and deprived us of a fair opportunity. But I am also sincerely grateful to have stood against the greatest player in the history of this sport during one of the most important stages of my coaching career. This profound contradiction is what soccer sometimes creates inside us. Messi will remain in my memory as the most difficult challenge I have ever faced as a coach, not only because of what he did against us in this particular match, but because he showed me emphatically that there are players whom you simply cannot plan to stop completely. No matter how extensive your experience may be, no matter how precise your preparation may be, and no matter how much effort you put into getting ready, Switzerland leaves the tournament with its head held high. And I sincerely hope that the serious debate continues regarding the rules that require genuine review, because soccer deserves to have its greatest matches decided on the field solely by the player's feet, not by decisions that can be interpreted in more than one way.